welcome to my channel. I'm Mark. This is Mark's Mods. Now, I've got something very special for you guys today. I've been sent something from Modz to try out on the Terminator, and we have got the Modz Terminator Power Mod. So what I'm going to do is we'll go to Build Desk, we'll open the box and see what we get in it. I'll explain some pieces and then we'll have a go at installing this Power Mod, which is going to be very, very exciting. So, with all that said, let's get modding. Okay, so here we are. We've got the Power Mod for the Terminator. This one is by Modz. We're going to open this up. And we've got nice etched here with the Modz logo. Really nice. And then we've got quite a few bits in here. So we'll go through them one by one. So here we've got one of the cables. I do believe that's the cable that's going to go to the head. We've got some pull cable stickers. We've got the bit that's going to plug into the mains. We've even got some super glue. We have a file, because we're going to have to file the back of the head. And then we've got the actual power adapter. As you can tell, what I mean by these two is these two are going to sort of click together. Here we have a switch. And here we have the main cable. Plenty of cable on there. And then these are just the bits and pieces if you're wanting to plug it into a different power socket in different countries. These will just attach on. Okay, so that's what's in the box. So if I put this to one side, what we need to do now is we need to bring the Terminator base across and to start taking some bits apart. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll get back to you once I've got the bits taken off. Okay, so I've now got just this side where the battery pack was, bottom of the base off, and I've also got the metal plate off as well. That wasn't easy. And I think the reason for that is obviously this is on the floor and a lot of detritus got into the screws of the base, so I had to give them a clean with a toothbrush and some methylated spirits to get the grime off. And obviously we do have the pads as well that did cover the screw holes, so that's had to come off as well. That's not a problem though. But we don't need this straight of all, so let's just move this down. So what I've done here is I've drilled a hole, and this is where we're going to start connecting the wires. So let's get that done now. So we need this wire here, and we need this here. And what we're simply going to do is to pass this through there, push that in, if I can push it in. It's a tight fit, it's about an 8mm hole. Okay, and then we've got this bit here, that's going to go through here and down onto it. And then we're just going to screw that on. Just get some pliers, make sure it's nice and tight. This is essentially going to lock it in place, so it won't move. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to need a little tube of super glue. Okay, so moving the base back up, here we are. We're basically going to super glue this on. So that's just going to super glue onto there. Now it's nice that actually they've thought about this in the installing process, and they've sent everything to install it with. So we're going to get our super glue. Okay, little trick, sure everybody knows this. You've got the end of the super glue here, pop it on, and that just breaks the hole. And I get super glue on me everywhere. Never mind. Why break the habit of a lifetime? Okay, so we're just going to add some super glue. I think I'm going to just move this builder's cushion out of the way while we do this, because I don't want to get glue on it. So just not using a lot, because you don't need to use a lot. Just want enough so that you can permanently put this in place. I'm just going to hold it there just a little bit, just while the glue takes hold. It's about now. So that's now in place. Just going to put the cap of this glue back on. Okay, right, so moving on to the next section, we need this pack here. This is all the wiring for it all. Right, so we've got two ends. We've got this end here, and then we've got this end here. This end we need to pass through the hole in the base, which is any of these. Actually, I'll go for this one because it is closer to circuit board. So I'm going to pass it through. Just like that. And what we need to do, we're now going to plug this into the board. Making sure we get it the right way around. Just like that. And then what we need to do here is we just need to connect these two up. Making sure we get red to red and black to black. Okay, that's now installed. Now what we need to do is we need to put all the panels back on, because we're done at this side of the model. So we're going to put all the panels back on, and then what we need to do is we then need to put the Terminator back on. So I'm going to do that now. I'm not obviously going to bore you with it. I'm just going to get on with it, because I can probably think it's going to be harder to get the other panels back on than it is to get it off, probably, but we'll just see how it goes. So back in a sec while I do that. Okay, so I put all the panels back onto the base, and basically I will warn you now. Now when I put my panels, obviously I took my panels off and I went to put the centre for the bars, the metal panel, a screw came off, and I actually checked the screws that are holding the bar onto the metal panel, and they were actually quite loose. So over time, as I've moved the Terminator or whatever, it's actually loosened them off. So do check them when you do it, because you might just want to check to make sure that they're secured down properly. Right, so before we get back to the base, got a little bit of work to do. Now we need to take the back of the head here, and we need to make sort of a notch in it and file it down. And guess what? We've got supplied with a file. So I've sort of marked the back of the head there. We're just gonna start filing this down. Now, so I don't go too much, I'm just taking some strokes just to get a groove in there that I can start filing with. So what I'm going to do, this could take about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to break away and we'll come back when this is completed. Okay, so I've now done that, and as you can see, we've got a little bit of a hole there. Okay, so what we need to do next, I think the best way, is while I've got all this out, we are going to start getting this ready to be plugged in. So we've got a lead here, we've got this lead here, and we've got this switch here. And what we're simply going to do, you can always change where you have this switch, because this switch could go into the back of here. It can really go anywhere. But I'm going to have it close to the plug. So we'll connect this in, male to female, and again, male, female. Okay, right, so that is now ready to be plugged in. So what I need to do, I need to get the Terminator back on the stand, and we'll take it to what we're doing next. Okay, so here we are. We're at the wire stage of the build where we're going to wire the actual Terminator in. Now, we've got the cord that's coming up through the base that we popped through. We're going to plug this into the back of the Terminator. Going to put them wires where the battery box would have been. I'm going to come down, out, just sort of hold that, trying to get the wires just to hold in that spine section just there. Because this is all about the tidying of the wires now. So it's not seen. Okay. Then we're just going to get our back of the head, pop it on, and there we have it. We have the head back in place. We have the hole that we put in just there for it. Okay, so I'm going to go run this wire now down the back of the neck. If it'll let me. All the way to the base. Okay, now when we've got it there, what we've got, again, Model Mods have thought of everything. We've got some clear stickers because we're going to actually adjoin the wire to the pole. So that's coming down. I'm going to put some clear tape just there, just to sort of hold it as it comes down off the back of the neck. It keeps popping out of that spine, but yeah. Okay, so if I just pan the camera down, there we go. So all we're going to do now is, you can see this, we're just going to adjoin everything, the tape to the back of the bar. Bit out that one, but that's it. And you are given what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits of tape, so there is plenty for this. In fact, I'm not liking that top tape, so I might take that off. We're just going to tape down where we think we need it. As you can tell, I'm not very good with tape. I don't mind tape, but tape don't like me. Right, at this stage what we can do is any excess we can pop back into the base. Sorry if my head's in the way. And I might just have another piece just at the bottom. I'm daring. I'm trying to be daring here. Okay. Probably could glue that in. But that's now in place. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the model around and we'll test this and we'll get it plugged in. So what I'm going to do first of all for you guys is wobbly cam. I'm going to get my end. See if I can get this. My end here. I'm going to bob it in the port we put with the battery box. Okay, right, so I'm going to get this turned around and then I'll be back in 2 secs. Okay, I'm back. So we were all plugged in now. Turn the Terminator around so you can see this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flick on this on. Okay. And then we're going to turn it on at the base. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll turn the head on. There we go. You can see the eyes there clearly lighting up. Can we do the jaw? They were never really that great on this. We are all on. It's just, yeah, they were never. Hang on. There we go. I help if I turn the remote control on. Okay, so that's the eyes left and right, but they were always not very good. Yeah. Okay, so we're on at the base. We should have lights. Blue, red. There we go. Excellent. Check the sounds. And they're all working. And that is the Modz Terminator Power Mod. I think it sounds a lot better with these power mods in place. They are just, batteries just don't cut it these days. And the thing about with power mods is as technology grows, they're trying to put more things back into part work. So they're wanting to add more, like with the air Spitfire and stuff. And batteries are just not cutting it these days. They're not lasting the length of time like they would have lasted on the Millennium Falcon because you just had a few LEDs. Or you're needing specialist batteries like for the R2-D2. So it is worth investing in one of these power mods. I've got to admit, it really is. And I will put the link in the description down below for where you can get this. But it is really worth it because you're going to get your money back by the time you've spent batteries. If you're like me, who I like to have some of my models on in the background because I like to showcase them, then it is definitely the way to go. I'm really pleased with the way that's looked, and by moving the Terminator off, I've been able to do a little bit of maintenance on it because it was a bit dusty. and I'm a bit full of white hair because we have a white dog. Yeah, it is very recommended to get power mods. My thing with today's power mod for the Terminator from Model Mods is the amount of stuff you get to do the mod with. So we got some glue, we got a file, we got some sticky tape, we got everything that you could possibly need to do this mod, so you don't have to go out and buy tools. The hardest part for me was getting into the base. That took hours, really did. I had screws that wouldn't come out. Obviously I had dirt in screws, and then the bar wouldn't come out and all that. And yeah, for me that took ages. But it's done now, it's on. It's taken a while to record, a few days to get this done, but I'm really chuffed with it. You do get a lot of wiring as well, so there's a lot of wires, lot of wire in length, I mean, so you can have this more or less anywhere in a room. You don't have to have it near a plug socket, you can have it anywhere. The same with the DeLorean as well, power mod, that you can have anywhere. And yeah, it's a nice thing. I don't think I'll be opening up my other one anymore, this one anymore, because I'm done. But I will be putting another power mod in my son's Terminator. But yeah, so that is that complete. Thanks guys for tuning in. Remember, look in the description below or head over to modelmods.com and you can get this fantastic power adapter. Bye! Please check out Model Mods website at modelmods.com, where you will find an amazing array of mods for your models, where we have DeLorean, Ferrari F40, and we have the Terminator, and many, many more. If you click on your mods that you want for your model, there you can see some absolutely fantastic mods to go along with your build. So check out modelmods.com and start modding.